because I've experienced this. I'm homeless. When you're homeless, okay, I can go without pot. I smoke pot and drink coffee like a chimney to get through the night. It's necessary. So once you're in this position, well, if you're already in that position because society put you there, then you do that, they got you. And then they have the braces to keep you in, you're screwed. You know who arguably is one of the, I just saw this the other day, you know who arguably is just going against the most are black women. I'll tell you why. Because they're left to carry the bag and their men are being so fucking beaten up and just made like crap. What's that make them feel like?
Right.
I mean, and they don't ever speak up, but they've got a really bad role. And what did they come to fulfill it? They've been great mothers. I mean, you know, I hate to say it, but you know, a black mother's got great discipline, raise their kids well, and that's some of the best black males that have excelled in society. They're great mother role figures because they had to, and they stepped to the plate. You can't say they like it. It's not right. It's not fair, and so they get the aftermath of discrimination. So in a way, they feel the burden more, but their husband's in jail for like 30 years for hanging out with a joint. Dude, this is like, I'd rather go on a stretching machine for a couple days.
Right.
Take me back to Black Ages. I'd rather have that.
Right.
This is mental abuse. It's worse. Physical is no problem. You can hurt me. It's not going to hurt for that long.
Right.
But the mental never goes away. It's emotionally rooted. So what we would do is we'd close down the jails, except for like, in fact, I think we'd close them down entirely. Even the murders, we'll just send them all to medical places. We won't open up the insane asylums we had in the 50s. We'll do something a little better. Really nice medical centers. Drug use is a social problem, and it comes from feeling inferior and not having what you need in society. That's generally the other reasons to start it, but with that there, you're pretty much guaranteed to do something. So we have to change that. The racism has already been set up. The white man no longer has to be racist because the system already does it for him long ago. It's set up in building codes. The fact that you have to have a building with a kitchen, all these things, makes it difficult to live indoors. Everything has got racism built in. Everything was designed so when they design things, they okay, well, if we make it a little tough here, this will keep these people. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And so the systems are in place. We have to crash systems down. And the biggest one is the jail probation system. The other one's the building codes. And once you do that, once you get everyone out of jail and shut that down, anger should go away. Once you remove, let's assume the police didn't carry guns like they do in England, just the FBI did. No one's guns. No more violence. They don't have a right to do anything. In fact, give them just a little bit more rights than they do in a security guard in a store. You won't get harassed anymore. Who's going to harass you? You know what I mean? So it's in the system, and it's got to be fixed. And it's wrong. We all know it's wrong to put people in jail for drugs. You don't have to legalize heroin. It's a bad drug, but you decriminalize it.
Right.
And I agree with Trump on a couple things. One is I don't agree with a wall with Mexico. We can even adopt them as our second country, but I do agree with massive move the military out of the damn Middle East, put them on the border for one reason, keep the damn heroin and meth out of here. But allow refugees to stay. I mean, if you and I were friends, and we're trying to leave this country because Donald Trump was president, you know, are fighting, we get to the border, we're good people. You would let us in. We're running for our lives, right?
Right.
That's a refugee. That's why you always take them.
Right.
And the other thing is, Trump's right about this part. We shouldn't be fighting the wars for the Saudi Arabians. Damn money. Let them pitch in their share. Fine, we'll use our soldiers, but you pay. We don't collect enough. I don't know all the facts, probably because we wronged them in the first place. He does ISIS thing. You don't just blow people up for nothing. Don't do that.
Right.
Granted, they're a little hard, and I've dealt with some. I know what they're like. They're very ethical and moral, almost too much so. So they get incensed when they see something. When they see two women kissing, it burns them more than us. And we might get turned down one way, but another way it emasculates you, right?
Right.
They know this. Their society is much older than ours. They dealt with giving women rights. Ask them about it. It went horribly awry. So they had a big knee-jerk reaction, and they just completely cover them up because they know the danger she is. But they're too extreme. The point is, where I'm going with this is, and I'm very pro-American. Trust me, I love America. It's the best, and I'm okay with what we're doing because we're like an experimentation pod. Each state experiments and can do what it wants. The federal government can see which one is best, and the states can decide. We're like that to the rest of the world. They can see what we're doing experimentation, and go from there. So back to the Middle East, the ISIS people, they're not doing this for no reason. They want us to think that, say, oh, they're just doing it. They're just nuts. They just go off and do it, right? And people don't do that for no reason, right? You know this. We're not going to kill someone unless we're really pushed. Right. You know, if you murder our children and then deny it, well, then we will. Why would happen? So and so they're being maligned and they're fighting back, and because I experienced it myself. I'm very pacifist, but there is a point where any human being is going to flip them. Right. And it's just going to explode. One night, I was throwing my bike through a thing. I was freezing after 30 nights outside. No one would even let me sleep in the garage like a dog. Right. Right. I see animals going inside. And all these warm areas, and I can't go in. And every time I make a wrong move, policeman's on me. Can't plug in my phone. I actually started doing things like I couldn't go to the bathroom one night anywhere as an act of solidarity. I really whipped it out. Didn't show them the thing. Just right. Cops were watching. Right in front of park cop. I go like this. I bait them. They didn't do nothing. But it's like an act of solidarity. They don't even give us toilets. Right. We can't even go to the bathroom. So go to the bathroom in our pants. Yeah, it's really bad, dude. Yeah. That's what needs to be done. Yeah. So that's why when violence erupts, I almost secretly inwardly, like when happened in St. Louis, I was like, yeah. The only thing you gotta understand, the only thing I do agree with these guys is that it is a bad cop sometimes. It's the rules they're working under. Right. They have to. If they don't, they'll get fired. Your boss better watch me get the fuck, right? Right. Child protection, but it's the rules they go by. You have to change the rules and regulations. Yeah. And there are too many damn guns out there. That's not a problem. That Second Amendment was supposed to be just for the militia to go against Great Britain, but it wasn't fucking written right. That's why, yeah, that woman, the Judy Ginsburg, she's right. If we wrote the Constitution today, it would have the similar freedoms, but it wouldn't be written anything like that. Right. It's archaic. They left some parts out. They didn't know.